Okay, good evening everybody. Welcome to the post-qualifying press conference for tomorrow's Babco Energy's 8 Hours of Bahrain, the final round of the 2023 FIA World Endurance Championship. We get some reaction now from our pole sitters in Hypercar LMP2 and in the LMGTE Am class. We'll go first to Toyota Gazoo Racing's Brendan Hartley. Brendan, fantastic lap that you set there, a 1 minute 564, 0.4 seconds quicker than the number 7 sister car. If ever there was a crucial pole position, it's at the last race, an extra point, making it 16 points advantage heading into this crucial event tomorrow. Tell us first about the lap itself, because plainly a lot of it was to do with how you treated the tyres. It was a sensitive part to get them just in the right window for your lap.
Yeah, I have to say our GR010 was really feeling good today. And it's tricky. You go from FP3, where we're doing long runs, high fuel with the highest deg we've seen all year. And I think my quali lap was more or less 6 seconds faster than what I was driving in FP3. So it's such a big difference for everyone. And yeah, as you say, I think managing the tyres and getting them perfectly ready for that one opportunity that you have is crucial. And I think we did that very well in our car today. The lap wasn't perfect, but I don't think anyone's was, but it was really clean. Yeah, a lot of emphasis went on pole position on both sides of the garage today, because, as you say, that point was quite crucial. I think some of the mathematics in the team did the math. I didn't really look too closely, but basically it means now that if the car 7 wins, we could effectively now finish third and still clinch the championship, where before we would have had to finish right behind them. So that's why we put a lot of emphasis on qualifying today on both car crews, and the team really tried to set up the car and give both car crews the opportunity. I believe we were the only car on medium, which was a clear advantage in qualifying, which is why we have quite a big gap to the competition. Now let's see if that ends up being a disadvantage tomorrow. It's quite hard to predict if the medium can really hold on 2 stints around here. It's a question mark, honestly. If we do it, it's going to be at the end of the race. But seeing that all the other teams qualified on hard, I think they don't think they can use the medium. Let's see if that becomes an issue for us tomorrow. The fact that we now have a medium in our pool and nobody else does. Let's see if that plays out tomorrow or not. But yeah, right now I can relax a little bit, and Seb's going to take the start tomorrow. At least hopefully keep out of trouble starting from pole.
Of the race tomorrow, Brendan, there's increased competition this year. I mean, should you get the title, which would be your 4th, I mean, how sweet would that be when you consider this boom we're seeing in manufacturers coming into Hypercar?
Yeah, I'm trying not to think about it, honestly. I mean, I guess I wanted that pole position as much as every other one in the season. And it'll be the same for the victory tomorrow. I think we can't approach the race any differently. We have to go for the victory. We have to go for the best result we can. And if we beat the competition tomorrow, including the 2 Ferraris, which also have a chance at the championship, we win the championship. I think from a team's point of view, they really can't afford DNFs or a double DNF, because then it brings Ferrari back into play for the Drivers' Championship. I think my approach, and it doesn't change, and I'm really trying not to think about that, but if we win it, you can ask me maybe the question on tomorrow evening. Yeah.
I will. Thanks a lot, Brendan. That was actually Toyota's 23rd front row lockout in the WEC, and since the advent of Hypercar in 2021, it's the 13th pole from 19 attempts. So a fantastic statistic there for Toyota Gazoo Racing. So well done to them for pole. Thanks, Brendan. Let's move over now to our LMP2 pole sitter from the number 22 United Autosports entry, Tom Blomquist. Second pole of the season after Sebring. Tom, a time of 1 minute 52.290, a scorching pace you set there. A little similar to Brendan in terms of the dynamics of how you get the tyres in the right window there. Was that crucial as well in LMP2 today?
Yeah, it always is with our car and our tyres. They're very, very sensitive, especially now that we obviously don't have the tyre ovens or blankets. But to be honest, we actually really struggled. We had a bad day yesterday, some issues on the car, but, the team did a fantastic job, overnight understanding those. And then, from today onwards, we've, been there towards the front. So, I was, really happy. Straight away when you start that lap if the thing's working for you or not. So, I had a little bit of a smile when I, came out of that first sort of 2 corners there, and I kind of knew, the car's underneath me, and it's just about, attacking it and getting the lap without any errors, because around here with the way this, it's such a low grip, it's very easy to overdo it. But yeah, I mean, the guys did a great job, so yeah, it was quite a fun couple of laps there for me.
And tell us about the prospects for the race tomorrow. LMP2 always ultra competitive, but what have you seen in the long run so far? Who's going to be the competition for United tomorrow?
I mean, we feel good. We look good. We mainly focused on our race running, throughout practice. I haven't driven the car since Le Mans, so, I did a bit of kind of race running myself. So we didn't actually really focus too much on qualifying, because around here the degradation is huge, and we've seen in years gone by, you can start further back, and if you've got a really, really strong race car, you will gradually come forward. So I mean, that's been the focus. It's the worst track of the year by far for the P2 cars in terms of degradation, and we have to obviously double stint the tires. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's still very hard to tell. We have an idea who's looking okay, but it's so up and down. At times one car that we expect to be quite good looks really bad. So to be honest, we're not entirely sure. We're relatively confident, but we really don't know exactly where we're going to stand.
Lots to look forward to tomorrow, and of course you'll go down in the record books as setting the final LMP2 pole in the WEC, so well done there. And that's actually United Autosport's, apologies, in the LMP2 era, that's their 11th pole position, the second most in WEC history, and Tom's 4th since 2021, so well done to you, Tom, and the team. Now let's turn our attentions to the GT Am pole sitter, Sarah Bovey from the Iron Dames Porsche team. Sarah, a bit of cut and paste repeat from last season, a double pole for you in 22 and 23. Fantastic time, 1:58.692. Tell us about the lap. How did it feel? Because it looked extremely hooked up out there for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Just before I start, I just wanted to say that this one, I really want to give it to Deborah, who is the project founder of the Iron Dames, and she's the reason why I'm here, but we are all here, so it's really important for me and for everybody in the team. I'm super happy I can sign that last GTE pole position. It was extremely difficult. I mean, like all the other categories here, we are struggling with the choice of tires, how to handle them, how to have enough, performance, but not having too much drop at the same time. So basically, we really have to work on a quali car, a long stint car. With the limitation of the driving time in the first practice, it's really make our life difficult. So I have to give a massive thanks to our engineers and our team of mechanics who did an incredible job giving me a car that was really sharp and fast for the good lap, let's say, on the tires.
Well, you set a purple on your next lap as well in Sector 1, and it looked as though you might be able to even beat your own best there. And then you had a bit of a spin there, I think, was it turn 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just talk us through that. I mean, you...
Over-enthusiastic.
Yeah, okay.
I was still improving a little bit. I also do believe that because of that aggressive choice we made in terms of quali strategy, the drop came quite quickly in the second push lap, and when I arrived in the last sector, I just lost the rear on that corner. Luckily, the consequences were not too bad, but it was just a confirmation after when I tried again that the drop was there, and it wouldn't have been possible to improve anymore. So, at the end of the day, I'm just happy with the choice we made because competition was really strong here in Bahrain. The Aston were super close, the Corvette with Ben as well. So. That's another proof that a quali is it might be a personal performance, but it's a teamwork, and everything, all the decisions we are taking together are what's going to give you the final result.
Well, they say fairy tales don't happen in racing, but tomorrow's the final race in the category in the WEC, of course. You're hunting your first win with yourself and Rahul and Michelle. I mean, thoughts about that? In terms of long pace, what have you found in the free practice sessions? Are you confident heading into tomorrow?
To be honest, I will say the same than the drivers before me. It's very, very difficult to give a prediction about how we're going to be. To be honest, we approached the race like we did it all season, trying to work on the long stint and trying to find the best compromise for the race. And now we have to see if those choices are good. But when everybody is doing different things during all the free practice, and when we have some rain coming in Bahrain, come on, how is this possible? Of course, it makes the work of our engineers even more difficult. What I can say for sure is that you can be sure that the pink car will be fighting like hell to bring back that first victory before the end of the GTE era. Will we do it or not? Only future will tell.
Well, all the best to you and the team tomorrow,
Thank you.
Sarah. Thank you very much. Thanks to all our viewers on YouTube as well for joining us for this reaction to the qualifying session. We'll look forward to the Babco Energy's 8 Hours of Bahrain tomorrow afternoon and into the evening. Thank you very much. Well done, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.